What's up, reefers? Welcome to Alex for Corals. Come check it out. Alright, so here's a shot of the main display today. This is a 90-gallon cage. It is 14 inches tall. It's got that 24 inches deep. It's got the 6-inch back right there, and it is 60 inches wide. And I changed out my radiance for these kessels. So I have the kessels going at 70% and increasing them no more than 5% per month. And what else can I say is seem to be pretty good like that. I could also have my 15 inches above the water surface, and I will drop them down no more than a half an inch per month if I wanted to get more and more intensity. And with these lighting, you get more and more intensity the lower and lower you put the lights, above closer to the surface of the water. But I like to have it at least 8 inches above the water, that way to be able to get easy access to the aquarium, right? So, but definitely enough light for, I would say, these Kessel's 360X's. Anything 24 inches and under is good. Maybe even depending on what you're going for, but that'll certainly do any of the small polyp corals. I think up to that level pretty good. And then you could switch over to these are 90 watts. Switch over to the 200 watts, 500 X's, right? And so here's a shot of my 20-gallon coral quarantine. Same thing here. We got the same Kessel lighting system on it. I've got the adjustable knob right there that gives, so I can give it the angle so it doesn't give the shine into the lights. I can hit it on any angle I wanted to, so nice adjustable angle to get. And what I was gonna show you guys on here today is, I believe this was on my previous video, I had the Hippopus that I had got right here, the Hippopus tridacnid clam, but didn't make it. He died. So I only had him for a couple of days, so it seems like it just didn't live because it was, it must have just been too weak that I think it was probably starving to death at wherever he was at, even though he was aquaculture. So I think that's what it was. And I might try another Hippopus one day, but it would have to be one of the bigger ones that I know is kind of like freshly wild, or just fresh from the aquaculture facility, or the little bit larger Hippopus, maybe around 4 inches or 5 inches would probably be ideal. I've seen some really nice colored ones here and there, so that would be the only other way that I would think about trying that again. But here's a shot of the general situation here. Let's check out the Dorasa. Doing good right there. Nice little extension, good color. And this is what I like to call the spotted bar Dorasa. It's got these spotted bars on them. So this is, I guess it's blue rimmed spotted bar Dorasa. So there he is. No clam poop as of yet, but I'm planning on getting the new clams in here. Going to be trying to increase up the feeding. So what's going on with the feeding? That's the interesting part. So I'm adding in the live phytoplankton from Algae Barn, but I know that really the phytoplankton is just really kind of a light, really light feeding on it, and that's why you can add a bunch of it, but it's going to be pretty expensive, and it's going to be like a whole bunch, enough to be able to actually get these guys pooping. That's right, getting it. You almost have to put so much in here you cloud up the water. I don't know if you guys saw that crazy video by Top Shelf Aquatics where they got these new phytoplanktons out. They've got the 3 different colors, a green, brown, and a red phytoplankton. And boom, the dude is up there, and they have a chart saying how much you can add and not add, and he's over there adding so much phytoplankton to this SPS reef where it just completely clouds up the water. he did a 200 gallon and he added 300 milliliters of phytoplankton. That's like 3 whole bottles, 1 bottle of each color. It's absolutely crazy, insane amount. But that's the thing. It's like if you're not feeding any of the fish, if you're not feeding, half fish, if you're not feeding in the zooplankton, then yeah, you have to add in that much to be able to just kind of be able to feed them all of that at once, right? And so that's what I'm gonna do. Is I just have that just so I can, just in case some of these guys that really like just a straight light phytoplankton, so I'm just feeding them the light, like 1 dose of it. In this case it's 5 milliliters in this 20-gallon aquarium. And so what I'm doing though is adding in the zooplankton, the mix of the Betta reef, as well as the reef broids, as well as my what's it called, the bacterial what is it? Oh yeah, the digestive enzyme supplement that I'm adding, which is pretty much capsuled bacteria for human consumption. Oh my god, human consumption. But that's what I'm adding in there based on the recommended dosage of the reef broids, right? So right now I'm adding 1/4 of the recommended dosage, but I'm planning on bumping it up to 1/2 of the recommended dosage when I get these big clams in here, and I'm hoping that that's going to be good enough to be able to keep the clams alive and a few other things in here without causing a dino return of the dinoflagellate toxic nightmare that everybody has. It comes back, so we will have to see what's going on there as far as that goes. And so I think it's just I think it's about adding it too much too fast. Then you're gonna get the dinos. You got to give your system and your microfauna time to be able to adjust, I believe. So I think it's just like little by little, month by month, increasing the amount little by little without going too far, And then if you have dinos, then you have to bring it back and kind of start over type thing. One thing also I wanted to mention about Kalkwasser sucks. That's right, Kalkwasser sucks series. That's it right here. Also, another option for the Kalkwasser would be to have the Kalkwasser stirrer, or a Kalkwasser reactor that uses kind of like a stirrer and a higher concentration of the Kalkwasser. And it is the bad advantage of that is to be able to put it in a lot smaller space than would be required for just the normal Kalkwasser method, right? So therefore I could put it there on the side or inside the stand and everything, but it's just the same old Kalkwasser sucks situation. It's not easy dealing with those reactors and the fact that it's spinning the thing in there to keep it stirred up, or you're adding pure stirred up calcium hydroxide to the system, so it's still not worth it in my opinion. Much rather pay more money and be able to use the all-in-one all for reefs, or even the 2 parts. Even would probably prefer a calcium reactor. Alright guys, that's it. I gotta go, but happy reefing. Check you on the next one. Bye.